This week in grammar, we are focusing on compound sentences. But before we can really dive into and learn about compound sentences, we have to take a step back and we need to ask ourselves, what are subjects and predicates? So, a subject is who or what the sentence is about. So, in this sentence, the giraffe eats leaves. The giraffe is what our sentence is about. And the predicate is what the subject does or is. So in this example sentence, eats leaves is the predicate. Eating leaves is what the subject is doing. When we have one subject and one predicate in a sentence, we call this a simple sentence. We can use a conjunction and a comma to join two simple sentences, and this will form a compound sentence. So here are some common conjunctions that you may see in reading or use in your writing. The ones we are going to be focusing on today are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so, and we'll use the acronym FANBOYS to help us remember that. So we have an example sentence here. It is cold. That is a simple sentence. We add a comma and a conjunction, but, and then we have another simple sentence. It won't snow. When you add that simple sentence, comma, and a conjunction, and another simple sentence together, you get a compound sentence. So it is the subject, and is cold is the predicate. And then we have another sentence. It, again, is the subject. Won't snow is the predicate. Now, these simple sentences could just be left by themselves because they each have a subject and a predicate. But writers will add conjunctions to help our writing not sound so choppy. A compound sentence must have two simple sentences, a conjunction, and a comma. If they don't have all of this, then it is not a compound sentence. So let's look at some examples. Is this an example of a compound sentence or just a simple sentence? She needs a new computer for work. This is just an example of a simple sentence. There is no comma or conjunction. There's just one subject and a predicate. I like to bake, but I don't like to clean the dishes afterwards. This is an example of a compound sentence. We have one simple sentence, I like to bake, and another one, I don't like to clean the dishes afterwards. And then we have that comma and conjunction in between. Now, how would you make these two simple sentences into a compound sentence? I like to rollerblade, I fall a lot. You could say, I like to rollerblade, comma, but I fall a lot. Now, this is a compound sentence. How could you make these two simple sentences into a compound sentence? I play the violin, I play the piano. I play the violin and I play the piano. So I want you to think, are all sentences with commas going to be compound? We have an example here. We bought cheese, comma, milk, and eggs. Is this a compound sentence? No, just because a sentence has a comma in it does not make it compound. Only if the comma is followed by a conjunction and it combines two simple sentences. Are all sentences with conjunctions going to be a compound sentence? We have an example here. I also have to finish my homework. Again, no, only if the conjunction is joining two simple sentences.